There is a video I talked extensively about ablution, and in that video I encouraged you to perform total ablution instead of the partial one that most people do today, because that total ablution is what was originally done by your ancestors, and that ablution is part of Igofo, or one of the things you do in Igofo, but it was replaced with partial ablution. It is part of Igofo, and in turn an essential way of reconnecting to your root called Ọdinala. Then in that Igofo, I told you that Osonji is also involved. Osonji is called alligator seed or alligator pepper in English, but the original name, the main name is Osonji. So when you are doing your Igofo, don't call it alligator seed or alligator pepper. No, Osonji. That's one of the importance of knowing your language. Listen, if you don't know your language, go and learn it, because everything you do in Ọdinala is done in your native language, because your native language is part of Ọdinala. In fact, it is Ọdinala personified. You cannot practice Ọdinala without knowing your language. So if you don't know your language, sorry for you, you cannot practice Ọdinala. So you go and learn it. It is not difficult. Go online. You see good materials. You learn it 1 month, 2 months, watching Igbo movies or films or comedies. So Osonji, alligator seed or alligator pepper, that is Osonji, is one of the naturally endowed or empowered materials used in Igofo, which is in turn a way of reconnecting to your nature called Ọdinala. So this Osonji, what you do in the morning after performing ablution itself can be used or can replace or can stand as Igofo, because there are so many things you can do with ablution, total or partial, but total is the original one and is the most effective one if you can do it. So Osonji is one of the naturally empowered materials used in Igofo. And how do you use it? In the morning, you bring alligator pepper seed or Osonji. When you bring it, look at it, I'm holding it. You bring it, open it. When you open it, traditionally, that one is Omenala. You take it to your back to open it. But in Ọdinala, as only Ọdinala, you can open it as you want, as your spirit, as your internal self directs. You open it, then select one. Just one. You can see I'm holding one here. Let me use my right hand. I'm holding one here, but you may not see it. This is the bulb. Alligator pepper bulb. Osonji. Obo Osonji is called alligator pepper bulb. So one seed is the one that I'm holding here. You bring out that one seed after you have washed your hands, your feet, your face, or after performing total ablution. But if you cannot perform total ablution, you just do partial ablution by washing your hands, your feet, your face, rinsing your mouth and all that. Even these days, people don't wash their feet like the Muslims do. Remember, it was their ancestors that taught Muslims, that created this ablution in every religion. It was their ancestors that introduced ablution in every society, in every religion. You get ablution. So if you wake up in the morning, you do that, you perform total ablution or partial one. And after performing that partial ablution, you can use Osonji and cleanse yourself again. Cleanse yourself of contamination. When you are performing ablution or using Osonji to cleanse yourself, to rub all over your body, what you are doing is you are cleansing yourself of every contamination you had overnight while you are sleeping. If you watch the total ablution I made, that video is long, but so many information there. You need to watch it. That will help you even in this Osonji practice. That is this alligator pepper cleansing of a thing. So you use one seed. You may use two. You can use 2 or 3 or 4. Don't be so dependent on what you hear online or what you hear from me, that you must use one. You mustn't use one, but you can start with one. You can use my teaching as a template. Then as time goes on, as you continue to reconnect to your own reality called Ọdinala, not my own reality, You get your own reality. You have peculiarities that I do not have. There are some things that are specific to you that are not to me or to others. So you can only use my own teaching as a template. And as time goes on, your spirit, your inner self will be revealing to you the perfect ways, that is, the ways or the things that are more consonant with your own reality, that are more connected to you, not to me or to another person. As I have always told you, Ọdinala is conventionally personal, is a personal relationship with your own reality called Ọdinala, with your own nature called Ọdinala, but not a public relationship with public or with me. Personal relationship. That is why you need to connect to your own reality. That is why you need to use my own teachings as a template. Because if I tell you to use 4, you must use 4 or you must use 1. It is no longer Ọdinala. It is no longer your own reality or your own Ọdinala. It is now my own Ọdinala. I'm trying to impose my own Ọdinala on you. And that is called spirituality and religion. It may work for you, but it is not nature. It is not Ọdinala. What I'm practicing then is the so-called spirituality or the so-called religion. Religion doesn't work at all. When you see that thing called religion, it doesn't work for anybody. Both people that imposed it on you, it never worked for them. The only way it works for them is that they are using you to cash out. So what you do with Osanji, you use it to do cleansing of the contaminations you had overnight while sleeping. You may be asking what kind of contamination. Watch that ablution video, total ablution. You'll understand a lot of things there. You get contamination. Yes, you really have contamination while sleeping. If you doubt it, when you wake up in the morning, your mouth is smelling. The same way your mouth is smelling, the same way your body smells. Your ancestors knew this. You may be asking, why using Osanji? How am I sure that Osanji cleanses the body? I'm not here to teach you how Osanji cleanses this body internally or this. That's why you need to do ablution. But in a nutshell, Osanji you see here has antibacterial effect, antifungal effect, even antiviral effect. You use it to do a lot of things. So that is to give you a clue that it can cleanse you while doing those things, while performing those things. But ablution, and I draw, because that one, as a doubting Thomas, that one you see it live, that it cleanses you after taking your bath, total ablution, washing your entire body with water. You see that your body is clean. So if your body is clean, just know that it can also do the same thing inside you, because when you drink water, it flushes you. When you drink only water fasting is another Ọdinala stuff, not a religious stuff or spiritual stuff. No, it is a real stuff. Ọdinala is reality, not spirituality. Using of all these things are reality, not spirituality, and not religiosity. You are not being religious and you are not being spiritual. You are just being real while performing all these things. So ego for as part of reconnecting to your root, this Osanji is involved. So after cleansing your body, and while cleansing your body, you are making some declarations, or you are saying, you are speaking out some words that you are cleansing yourself of every contamination, every anyam, every nonsense, every detrimental negative energy you had overnight, or that is stopping you from this. You are cleansing everything. You use this one Osanji and rub on your face, on your head, all parts of your body. Just this one seed, not the bulb. You rub, you cleanse your whole body, cleanse it everywhere. Then after everything, you do it on your head like this. One, that is, you do it 4 times, then carry it, then go and throw it away. You don't just throw it away where you will match it. No, you throw it away where you will not match it again. Don't be so dependent on what people tell you that you throw it where you will not match in the next 24 hours. No, throw it where you will not match it again. It's just like if you depend on after 1 day, after 24 hours, or after 4 days, you can match on it and it won't do anything. It's not good that way. It's just like saying when you shit on your bed, on your mattress, you leave it after 4 days. If you sleep on that mattress, you won't get dirty. Or if you match on that sheet, on that mattress, you won't get dirty. When you're using Osanji to cleanse your body, you're actually cleansing your body. It works. It's a practical reality, not a practical spirituality or religiosity. Of course, religiosity is not practical. It's dependent on belief. Spirituality is even better than the religiosity, because spirituality is more of the application of some natural things. But those impositions makes it unacceptable in Ọdinala. You don't impose any knowledge. You don't impose anything on anybody, because your own reality, your own Ọdinala is not perfectly the same thing as that of others. You get? It may help others who have commonalities with you, who have so many things in similar, or who have similarities with you internally and externally with you. That's only when it works. So after cleansing your body, you don't tell people that they must use 4. You don't depend on you must use 4. You can use just 1 as a template. When you use 1 as a template, as time goes on, you develop your own reality. Your spirit may agree, use 2 or use 3 or use 4. You start using 4 or you start using 3 or you start using 7 as you want. The only time I can tell you to do so is when I want to do work for you. The only time anybody can tell you to do so is when that person wants to do work for you. That's why you need to visit people who are not interested in imposition, or who don't impose things on people. These people are so neutral to do work for you. So the only time anybody can tell you to use, you must use 4, is when that person is doing a particular work for you. Say, okay, at this point, at this time, in this work, in this particular project, or in this particular stuff, use 4 seeds of alligator pepper. Use 1 bulb of alligator pepper. Use this, use that. That person has right to tell you the number of this thing you are going to use, because he is talking directly to you and not to a public. You don't come on media, on social media, to tell people that they must use this. That's why most of the things you do don't work, because that general information is not for you. It's not for that particular problem you have. Of course, all these things, ego and all those and all these things, don't bring this or bring that to you. They activate your agun, and that agun is your creative power force to create. You can apply it in your own skills. It will make your skills to manifest. That's the essence of all this ego or meditation. Another essential way of reconnecting to your root. Meditation is another powerful way, because that one, you may not even need all these naturally empowered materials. You get? So Osanji, use Osanji to cleanse yourself. And remember, Osanji, that's another thing you need to know. What it means that Osanji does not embark on a mission without bringing back results. Osanji does not even ask you positive or negative. Most times, if you are fully reconnected to Ọdinala, whatever you tell, it is what it gives you. That's why you need to reconnect and know it very well. And Osanji, remember, all this ego, all this reconnection and all this stuff, they are not meant to bring you so much money or small money. They are meant to make you have internal peace, make you have that inner world from inside out peace, so that good things will start coming. The essence of reconnecting to your nature, called Ọdinala, is to have that inner peace of mind. And that inner peace of mind ushers in good things. If money, of course, money is one of the necessities of life. It's one of the things. So if money is part of that necessity, is part of that positive thing, is part of that thing that will make you feel happy, is part of that thing that will give you that inner peace, your agun will attract that money to you. If you do it well, it will attract so much money to you. That's how Ọdinala brings money to people. Ọdinala is not meant to give you money. Ọdinala is not meant to attract so much money to you. Ọdinala is meant to give you inner peace. Ọdinala is meant to attract you inner peace. Ọdinala is meant to give you that inner joy, and other things will follow. Seek ye Ọdinala first, and other things will be added unto you. That's the essence of Ọdinala. The moment you reconnect, Ọdinala will activate your agun, those reconnection, all these naturally empowered materials you use during Ego 4. What Ego 4 does is a activation and reactivation of your skills, promotion of your skills, projecting your skills. That is helping, pushing your skills, your talents, your agun. That is your agun, your creative potentials, your creative power force. Ego 4 will push it to action, will help it and push it to action. That's the essence of Ego 4. That's the essence of Ego 4, to reconnect to your Ọdinala. It's not to give you this or give you that. To make money is not the mission. It's not the purpose. It's to have that inner peace. And when you have inner peace, other things can follow. Those necessities of life will follow. And what are those necessities of life? Of course, money is part of it. Good relationship is part of it. Good marriage is part of it. Peace at work is part of it. Beneficial work, profitable works are part of it. Through your own agun. Through your own agun. Not through magic or not through miracle. There is no magic in Ọdinala. You must get anything you want through your agun. When you declare using these naturally empowered materials, they will go and activate your agun, because you already have inner peace. Good things don't come when your mind is chaotic, when you are in shambles, when your life is in shambles. So use this naturally empowered Osunji to cleanse yourself. Then after cleansing yourself, you throw it where you will not match. After ablution, you use it to cleanse yourself. The next thing is Oji. The next thing is Oji. That is after cleansing yourself. The next thing you use is Oji. That's where the main work is. The main declaration is. But I will talk about that in another video, because I don't want this video to be lengthy. I just want to explain what you use Osunji to do. And mind you, Osunji, this Osunji, you can use it to do Ego 4 on its own, using only Osunji. After using one to cleanse yourself, then you use one to do the proper Ego 4 declarations and invocations. That's simple term for Ego 4. Declarations of your wants, of your needs, of what you want. Command and control. That's what you do in Ego 4. You don't pray. And remember what I mean when I say you don't pray in Ọdinala. It doesn't mean that you won't be asking powers to bring this to you. No. What it means that you will be asking powers to bring those things to you using your agun, using your creative power force. And as you they play, you go to show. That's what it means. That you don't pray in Ọdinala. Unlike in religion, that you pray and wait to be controlled by one almighty God in one heaven that does not have any angel that looks like you. You don't need those prayers. You don't need belief. Belief is not important in Ọdinala, because you know that what you are doing will pay. Hard work pays. Not even hard work, smart work and real work pays. That's what you use in Ọdinala. You see, if you're any career you have, if you're a musician and you are practicing Ọdinala, forget it. You don't need any babalawo. You don't need anybody to push you. You are Ọdinala. That your agun will push you to limelight. As far as you are in direct connection or in direct alignment with your Ọdinala. That's the essence of reconnecting to your root. And if you're a footballer, you will shine. If you're a business person, it will project you. As long as you are in constant realignment with your natural forces, with your natural energies, through these Ọdinala stuffs, through these naturally empowered materials, through Ego 4 and meditation. But we're talking about Ego 4. So Osonji ana agba draw. Osonji alligator seed does not embark on missions without bringing back good results or favorable results. It may look bad to you, but alligator pepper has done what you ask him to do or you ask it to do. Very, very powerful. These things are real. They are not belief. So do it to experience it yourself. You can use this Osonji to do ego for on its own. That is after cleansing yourself. You can use only Osonji and send this one seed of Osonji a message, and it will come back with the results. That's when you have reconnected and realigned with your natural powers and forces called Ọdinala, your own nature. So you can send it an errand. You can use this one seed to send message, and it will produce results. So that or do you think your ancestors were lying when they said that those alligator seed does not embark on shameful journey? Alligator does not embark on a journey without producing results? No, they are not lying. Do it, you experience it yourself. So you can use it to do ego for on its own, a kind of ego for, an independent ego for. You may not even include other things, as I said in the previous video or in the step 1 of ways of ego for or steps of ego for. You can use only alligator seed. You may do ablution. After ablution, or you may not even do ablution, you just use one seed of alligator pepper, that is Osonji. Cleanse your entire body, as I said, 4 times, throw it away. Then use one to make declarations and invocations. Declarations and invocations with your full power, with your full energy. Aye! You use one seed of alligator pepper to send signals to companies, to countries, to anywhere, to any person, just with one seed of alligator pepper, to any deity, to any agbarator. You can use alligator pepper to send signals, but those ones is when you have reconnected to your nature called Ọdinala. Your ancestors, your nature will be revealing your ancestrality. Will be revealing all these things to you, how to do them, how to apply them on different things, on different occasions, on different situations, on different problems. Those ones, your ancestrality, your nature, your chi, which is actually your chi, your ancestrality, is one who will be revealing all these things to you, how to apply them on individual cases. With one seed of alligator pepper, you can do so many things. These are the personal experience I have and people have, and you can also have it. You get? So you can use it for ego for, without involvement of other natural things, other naturally empowered materials involved or used in ego for. Osonji can serve the purpose for declarations and invocations of powers, realities, as they play, they show. So you need to reconnect. You need to reconnect and start doing things by yourself, because if you come to me, you have to pay me for services. And you have to follow my own Ọdinala, that is my own nature. You have to follow my own dictations. What I tell you is what you will do, and you will pay me for that. And you can bear me witness that nothing is cheap these days. Nothing is cheap these days. Go to the market. All the things that they used to do work are very, very expensive. And most times, those things are needed because you are doing work for another person. But with Osonji and all this natural empowered stuff, you can do so many things by yourself and for yourself. Most things that they tell you, like if you want to, you need favor, you go and buy Fanta, put sugar, put it in water, use it to bath, do this and do that. They are telling you something about religion and their own formulated Ọdinala, not even the original Ọdinala. You put sugar, you use Fanta to take your bath, you put it in your eyes, you carry honey, put and do this, all those things like that. You need naturally empowered stuff. You don't necessarily, not even necessarily, you don't need those things. What you need are those naturally, those basic stuffs that your ancestors used. That's what you need. And other things will be revealed to you by your internal self, by your spirit. You know them. You know when to, even if you have to use Fanta to wash your face, your spirit, you will do it as your spirit directs, not as me directs. Or not as another person directs, and not as me direct. I cannot direct you. You get? I can only direct you if I want to do work for you. And it is specific, something that is specifically for you. Not if I come on social media, I will teach that go and use Fanta, wash your entire body. Everybody will go and use Fanta, go and wash the entire Fanta. Tomorrow you come back and tell me that Ọdinala is a scam. Of course, those Fanta are not Ọdinala. Those things are just religious stuff. People that just repented of Christianity, of Judaism, of Islam, and other religions, they will come and start wearing red this thing, rubbing unzu around their face or around their eye, telling you that they are this or that, telling you to go and use Fanta and use put sugar, you do this and wash your this, and believe me, how many of those things have worked for you? That is to tell you that those things are not for you. Even those people telling you those things, how are you sure that those things are working for them? And you spend so much money doing it, although I don't blame them, because they are rendering services to you. I mean those that you meet privately that tell you to go and use this and use that. So I don't blame them, because they render the service to you, whether it works or it doesn't work. It's not my business, and it's not your business. You don't need to complain whether it works or it doesn't work. You allowed yourself to be scammed or to be duped, because you left the ways of your ancestors, you left the ways of your chi to be following other people's chi, doing other people's omenala, doing other people's religion, living your own Ọdinala, living your own nature, living your own reality called Ọdinala, following other people's wishes, religious imaginations, that if you bring Fanta, use it to wash your body, it will do this and do that. No, you follow your own mind, you follow your spirit. That's why I said you mustn't use one alligator seed, you mustn't use 2, you mustn't use 4. Anybody telling you that you use 4, you use it and do this and do that, all those things are imposition. Even this one that I'm telling you that you have to do it this way, after that is you throw it this way. Well, I'm telling you from my own personal findings and personal experience, and how your ancestors did it and it worked for them, and how I saw my fathers did it and it worked for them practically. People giving testimony, practical testimonies. You get? Although if you are using Fanta, living the natural things, using sugar, you use your sugar, use sugar to bath, you do this and do that, it's late for you. When you are doing work for somebody, yes, you may even use sugar, you may even use this, you may even use honey. Most times it's honey. You may even use this and use that. But make sure that person is talking directly to you. Make sure that that teaching is specifically for you. It's not even a guarantee that it will work for you if that person is directly talking to you, because you as a learner, you may leave what you are told and be doing another thing, thinking that they are getting it right. That's one of the things that makes all these things fail. But most importantly, Osoji and all these basics that I'm telling you is for cleansing, is the major things you need. Then other things can come. Those things that they tell you to go to river, you bring this, you go there with a toy car, toy motorcycle. If you want to ride the aeroplane, you use toy aeroplane. You use oil, you use this, you put this and put that. Who did that? Your ancestors never did those things. Yes, they never had all those things. Now you want them. Then how many of those people that put those aeroplane have acquired aeroplane today? You get? You don't need so many things to go and mess our rivers up. What you need though is all this natural stuff. If you must go to river, use this natural stuff that I'm going to teach, or the ones that I have already taught. I'm not telling you must follow my own way. You can follow others, you can follow any person you want, but at the end, how many of them produce result for you? Most things you go to rivers to do, you are just going there to mess our rivers up. But one good thing about this natural stuff, even if you go there and throw them inside river, you don't even need to throw them inside river. Once they touch the river, you can drop them very close or something like that. They will just decay, not even decay. The river will absorb them. They will absorb river because they are one. They are the same thing. That's one good thing about natural stuff. Nature works hand in hand with nature. You can't just bring oil and try to mix oil and water by carrying plastic stuff, rubber discs, carrying candle, messing up our rivers in the name of you are reconnecting to your root. You are not reconnecting to your root. You are reconnecting to religion and religiously influenced Omenala, not even the real Omenala. You are not reconnecting to any Ọdinala. You are reconnecting to religiously influenced Omenala and religion. And those things taking you out or advising you to carry plastic stuff and go and be throwing inside our rivers, messing our rivers up. They are not Ọdinala people. They are not Ọdinala people. They are dirty religious people. You don't mess Ọdinala up. You don't mess our rivers up. They are nature and natural. And you don't even go to rivers to worship any deity or any water goddess. No, you are going there to invoke powers, natural powers. It's not even one power that is there. You may not necessarily go to river self. You can stand anywhere and invoke those things. And they come to fruition. That's why you need to reconnect to Ọdinala and not to Omenala. All this religiously influenced Omenala or religion. By doing the basic things first. By not meeting Ezenwan or Ezenwoken first. You need direction, yes. But anybody that will misdirect you, run away from that person, including myself. If you find my teachings misdirecting, run away. You mustn't do my own. I have told you, don't do as I said. Just use it as a template. I'm just telling you what I know, not what I believe, what I saw with my eyes, what I know, because I was born and brought up in it. You too, you are born and brought up in it. But because of religion, we never took cognizance. We never paid attention. So use alligator seed to cleanse yourself. Do all these things. And you can also use it as a goal for. But I won't go into detail in that. Because if you want to use it for a goal for, it is on different occasions. That's when you will enjoy Ọdinala. When you have a problem, when you have something you are pursuing in your academic work, in your business venture, in your career, in your footballing, in your music career, in your business career. Just mention them in anything that you are pursuing in life. You apply this thing. You can use those words to send signals. You can use those words to send message. You can use those words to command things. And through that, you are out. Practicality, you see things coming to fruition. You see things manifesting. That's the essence of reconnecting through these naturally empowered materials. And not through religions, and not through me, and not through Ezenwan, and not through Ezenwoken, and not through those telling you that they have powers. No, through you, through this naturally empowered stuff that I'm telling you, that so many other people have also talked about. But don't pay attention when somebody tells you that you must do it this way. Osoji, you can use it to do a goal for. I'm repeating it so that it will enter, so that you won't forget it. Osoji, one alligator seed. It is very, very powerful. Go and practice it. Go and do it. You won't regret it. I'm not assuring you that if you go and do it anyhow, or based on religion, or based on religiously influenced Omenala, it will work for you. No. It works. That's why I'm telling you. So reconnect to your nature, through naturally empowered materials, and not through me, or through any Ezenwan, or through any Dibia, or through any Ezenwoken, or through anybody that tells you that Obuike. You can only get direction from me, from what I'm telling you. Use it as a template to develop your own, and your ancestrality will start revealing things. Your Izmez will start revealing things to you on how to do things, on how to handle issues with naturally empowered stuff. You don't buy them so much, unlike what most people will tell you. You buy this, you buy that. I don't blame them because they are rendering services to you. So you have to pay. If they charge you 1 million, you have to pay. But I'm telling you what you can do to develop your own and start doing things by yourself. Thank you and stay blessed by most ancient humans in the world. And from me, Stay tuned.